What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I did an office tour last year, got like 90,000 views. You guys seem to like it, so I actually took some of the suggestions from that video and upgraded my office in the new apartment we're in for 2021. So I wanted to show you. Let's go. Okay, so right when you walk in, it's kind of the same layout that it was in the previous one. We do have an L desk kind of set up. One side is for my girlfriend Haley, who's filming. Even though she never uses it, the monitor's not even plugged in. And then the other side is where I work and I game and I do my side projects. Coming in on this side, kind of just like a basic shelf. I have the banana that a lot of people have online because I thought it was super cool, so I asked my mom for it for Christmas. We got all the camera gear going up here. We got, you know, just printers and just kind of just like a storage shelf just to be nice in the background and to put things on. And then of course the actual desk setup is what everybody does. They have the Alex drawers, the IKEA like countertops for the tops. And we got two sizes. One is like the 98-inch and then one is the 72. I actually switched it. Last year I had the long one. This year Haley has the long one and I have the short one. But you'll see why in a second. So going over to Haley's, I did a full video of how her setup is made, what we put into it, but it's 27-inch 1080p monitor. She has a nice desk mat, phone stand, all that kind of stuff. And then above her desk is two very large canvas prints, space explorers, explorationers, spacemen, spacewalkers, sent over. These were sent over by IKONIK prints. They basically hit me up. We're like, your office looks bare. Let's hook you up so we can get some stuff on the walls. So these are super cool. They actually ended up sending me both. I was kind of like, I just like the spaceman theme. And they ended up sending me both of them over. They're huge, but I think they look a lot better because in the last office tour, if you remember, we just had nothing on the walls. It was just blank. So I really, really like these. And they also gave me a link that you can go to buy your own. It's 15% off coupon code, which is my last name. If you use my last name at their website, you can get 15% off any of your orders. So yeah, it wasn't just like an affiliate link. It's like a discount code too. So okay, so now I'm moving over to the main part of the setup. This is where I spend 99% of my time when I'm in here. And there's a lot going on here because there's actually 3 different setups in the one setup, same as I had last year. We have the gaming setup, which is my gaming computer over here. We have the work setup, which is actually going to be my work computer, which is back here because it's a weekend. And then we have my side projects slash personal computer, which is my MacBook over here. And there's 3 setups, and one of the biggest things that y'all recommended last year was that I get a way to switch between the 2 or the 3, because what I was doing for all my keyboards, my mice, my audio setup, is I was literally unplugging them and plugging them into each setup every time I wanted to switch. You guys recommended that I get a KVM or a USB switch for that, so I actually have one back here now. My awesome cable management is just to shove it in the back. But I have a USB switch now, so if I ever want to switch between my gaming computer or the MacBook setup, I just push a button and my keyboard, my headset, my microphone all switch over to whatever one I just switched to, which is super cool. And that was a recommendation from you guys last year, and it's worked out super well. A little bit of a different change from last year is I do have a vertical monitor still, but it's separated from the normal setup because I don't use it as much as I used to last year. I mainly use the 27-inch 4K monitor in the middle, and then my MacBook, which actually works out really well when I'm gaming. I still have like a second monitor, which is just my MacBook to mess around on, look up videos, whatever. Another cool thing that's different from last year, which I actually had last year, I didn't plug it in, is I have a standing desk plugged in now. So if I grab my handy dandy, just loosely laying around controller for it, I can make it go up, which is cool. I'm not gonna make it go up too far because this is all messed up and it's gonna pull on it, but this is what I use every day now at work to be able to stand a little bit during the day, which has been super nice. I had it last year, just didn't plug it in, which was silly of me. The way that I kind of do everything in terms of the MacBook is I have a dock over here. This dock lets me plug in one cable to my MacBook, and it gives me access to this 4K monitor, the webcam, the keyboard, the headset, the microphone, and also a backup hard drive that I keep in the back. All that comes from this one dock right here, which is an OWC Thunderbolt 3 dock, and it literally is the one stop for everything. plug one cable into my MacBook, and I can set up an entire setup with that one cable, which is beautiful. And then on the other side of it, for my audio setup, I have the Audio-Technica MX50, forget the name of these guys. These are awesome. I just upgraded my microphone stand, my boom arm. So this is the Rode PSA-1 boom arm now. I used to have like a cheap Amazon one. That is gone. I have this awesome one now, which just goes wherever you want it to. All the things that I'm talking about will be linked down in the description for my Amazon affiliate link. I don't know what this does. And then the microphone is a Rode pod mic, which is hooked up to a Focusrite 2i2 audio interface to let me use it. This is cool for audio calls, especially at work, because everyone always is like, oh, like you have a full podcasting setup, and I'm like, it's just for gaming. So this is cool. And then of course, like I said, we have the gaming computer. Nothing crazy in there. I have a Sapphire RX 590, 16 gigs of RAM. I'm just not into the whole specs. It runs what I need it to run, League of Legends and Call of Duty, so good enough for me. And then on the actual desk, I bought, since last year I changed out my mouse pad, so I have this really cool like language. It looks really cool. I don't know what it says. It could say something inappropriate, but it looks really cool. And then of course, for the keyboard, for everybody who follows me for my keyboards, the one I'm running right now is the HyperX Alloy Origins Core. But if you do check over here, I kind of put my favorite keyboards up here. So I have some GK61s, some SK61s. I have the ACO 3087, which is just a beautiful board. But basically what I did is I used this as just kind of a presentation tool for the keyboards because they're such a cool part of the channel and they're really cool to display, I think, because they're all different. It's like art. So yeah, that's what I use that one for. Oh yeah, and then in the back here, we have the closet, which is kind of, let me actually, come here one sec, because Haley gives me so much crap. Okay, well, that's not the light. Haley gives me so much crap because I keep the boxes for things. Can you see in there?
Unfortunately.
So these are the boxes.
Look how much room that takes up.
Because, I don't know, what if you ever want to sell them? Or like,
how much room that takes up though? Like
we have 2 Rode pod mics in there. We have my power supply, my Rode PSA-1 I just bought. Keyboard boxes, but what if I ever want to sell them? I'm gonna want the boxes. I threw away some. I got rid of a few, but even like the MacBook ones, the headset. Oh, ATH M50X. That's what the headsets are. Both of these monitors are 4K 27-inch Dell something or another monitors. I used to have a bunch of them. I sold them. These are the last 2 that I have. I was going to think about going to an ultra-wide monitor, but it just didn't happen because I'm worried that I won't have... Going to one ultra-wide is going to be hard because I won't have 2 distinct monitors to look at. I'll have one big one, and I'm worried that I won't be able to like multitask as well, but so it goes. You know, got the little phone stand. Throw your phone up there while you're working. And down below, you can see my beautiful cable management. I don't really worry about this anymore because with the standing desk, it's very hard to cable manage to a point where like the cables can expand to let me stand up. So they are where they are. And then the way that I have everything hooked up is it all runs back here. I have like a windowsill right here. So all of my stuff runs back there. I have a hard drive there. So whenever I plug in my MacBook, it just starts backing up to it, which is very nice. I have a power strip over here for all my doodads. There's the USB switch right there. Power supply for the standing desk. So it all just kind of lives back there, which is nice because the actual desk doesn't get that cluttered. Even this, the Rode PSA-1, used to be here, but I moved it to the back when I got the Rode PSA-1 instead of the Amazon one, so it's not like blocking the front of the desk. It's back there, and I can actually just like kind of shove this away when I don't want it there, but I usually leave it like that, so it holds the headphones as well, so I don't need a separate stand for that, which is very cool. But that is going to be it for the setup video for 2021. We'll see in 2022 if this thing changes at all. I have a few plans to update some things, but overall, I'm very happy with the way it is now, and I'm very happy with the current state of it. Maybe I'll get a few more lights and things. Can never have too many lights, but as it goes now, this is how it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, IKONIK, for sending out these beautiful posters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.